Chapter 3 Business Services 2 Part 22 Introduction, Meaning and Functions of Bank. We can recollect the meaning of business services. A business operating in an economy does not do so in isolation. Even a business will require some services to function seamlessly. Such services that are provided to business organizations for their needs are called business services. In this chapter, Business Services 2, we are going to study about banks and its different functions, different accounts, different services provided by the bank, and e-banking, other service associated with the banks. Introduction. Importance of commerce is increasing in present time. In commerce, apart from trade, banking is considered as its auxiliary service. Banking industry is very useful to industries, agriculture, and other field in addition to trade. The institute providing services of banking is called a bank. The institute providing services of banking is called a bank. The first bank of the world started in Geneva in the year 1407 CE. The word bank is derived from the Italian word banco. Evidences of the activity of the bank are also found in the ancient time. This word emerged in the Roman Empire, where the moneylenders known as Masella used to establish their small temporary shops on a long bench called a banque within a closed fence. The word bank and bank have been derived from this. The word bank is used in the sense of a commercial bank. A bank can be defined as an institution that accepts deposit from the public and gives out loans. However, this is also a broad sense of many services the banking industry provides. It would not be incorrect to say that business and trade would come to a near standstill without banking service. A bank help in running the economy by promoting various economic activities. It collects the savings of people and mobilizes them by turning them into capital for business and companies. Money lying idle is not good for the economy, and banks help generate with wealth from savings. There are broadly four types of banks that function in India. They are as commercial bank, cooperative banks, specialized banks, and a central bank. Meaning of bank. According to the Reserve Bank of India, bank is an institute which collects deposit in order to lend them with the condition to return it at the end of the fixed term or whenever it is demanded. Other meaning, the institute providing services of banking is called a bank. According to Reserve Bank of India, bank is an institute which collects deposit in order to lend them with condition to return it at the end of a fixed term or whenever it is demanded. Other meaning, the institute providing services of banking is called a bank. In another meaning, a bank is a financial institution licensed to receive deposits and make loans. Banks may also provide financial service such as wealth management, currency exchange, and safe deposit, etc. In most of the countries, banks are regulated by the national government or central bank of that country. Functions of bank. First one, to accept deposit, and apart from these services, bank performs other services too. And one, to invest or lend money, but in the present time, a bank does other functions too. Apart from this, banking services have been developed very well, and a variety is found in its services too. There is an immense growth in the services offered by bank, and the focus is on customers. It is difficult to make a list of all functions of bank. Functions of bank can be divided into two parts, main functions and subsidiary functions. The functions of bank is to collect deposit from the public and lend those deposit for the development of agriculture, industry, trade and commerce. Banks pays interest to at a lower rates to the depositors and receives interest on loans and advances from them at a higher rates. Mainly, the functions of bank is accepting deposit, lending money to those who need, making investment, doing interbanking transactions, etc. As per the Indian Banking Act and the definition of banking, there are mainly two functions of bank. One is to accept deposit and second is to invest or to lend. Over and above the two functions of the bank can be divided into two divisions as mentioned here, main functions and subsidiary functions of the bank. The banking function is divided into two categories, main functions and subsidiary functions. The primary function or main function of a bank are also known as banking function. They are the main functions of the bank. These primary functions of bank are as to accept collect deposit, to lend money, to invest money, to do interbanking transaction. Along with this banking service doing some other services also, banking have some other functions also, that is known as subsidiary functions. First one, to look after the financial transactions of the customers. Second one, to do transactions of foreign exchange. Third one, to issue letter of credit. Fourth one, to issue travelers check. Fifth one, to provide a draft service. Sixth one, to provide information related to credit of a person associated with the bank, to provide service as an underwriter. Eighth one, to provide other related services such as ATM, demat, safe deposit wallet, etc. In this part, we studied about the introduction, meaning, and functions of the bank.